Ever wonder what it means when you hear CBC projects an election? Well, the CBC News Decision Desk makes that call. Let's go visit the team to find out how it works on election night. All right, so this is where the magic happens. Just to start off with, what is the CBC News Decision Desk?
Sure. So the CBC News Decision Desk is a group of journalists who watch the vote as it's being counted across the province on election night, and they make projections about who's going to win. There's two parts of it. There's the decision desk that does the riding level projections, so they watch the vote come in all 124 ridings in Ontario, and they make calls in each riding. And then there's the government level call, which is what I do. I watch the vote come in from across the province, and I watch the trends, and if there's a wave, and I make a projection about the government, who will form government, and the size of that government.
And where does your desk get the information?
So Elections Ontario will count the votes. In Ontario, they are counted by tabulators, so the results come very quickly. And then they go through a media consortium, which is all the broadcasters, and some newspapers buy into the consortium, so we all get the vote totals all at the same time.
How do you know when to project a winner in a riding?
Well, first off, we need day of results. We can't just vote or make projections based on advanced polls, so we want to see day of results. And usually once we have enough votes in the system, we start seeing a pattern. And usually that's when the decision desk editor, who has been studying the ridings and has been doing their homework and following the campaign locally, they understand the histories. Sometimes it's happened fast and sometimes we have to wait, but usually it's when we have enough data to see separation and enough margin for whoever's leading that we can make a projection.
Okay. So when do you know when not to project a winner in a riding?
Well, they call them too close to call for a reason. And when they're too close to call, when you see margins, especially leads flipping, sometimes it'll be 7 votes, sometimes it'll be less than 100, but often you'll see candidates leading for a while and then the numbers change. And when we see the numbers change like that, we wait.
How do you know when to call an election?
We watch a whole bunch of metrics. Every decision desk everywhere works on the same basic principles. How much of the vote has been counted and where that vote's from? What's the gap between first place and second place? And can that gap be overcome by the vote that's yet to be counted and where it's from? So everybody has their own algorithms and projection models and parameters and bars that need to be set, and we watch a whole bunch of different metrics. But once they've all been met, if the gap between first and second can't be overcome, you're safe to make that projection.